What's going on? Another Tuesday on Scramm Jett. Welcome, everyone. Regular scheduled program, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Somebody might call me out. We're a minute late. Who gives a crap? I'm not in the military anymore. Don't care that much. Anyway, I am W, a.k.a. Webb.
Don't wear a watch anymore. Don't really care.
I got to watch, but it mainly just alerts me of all the shitty messages
Yeah,
that I'm getting on
one of them smart watches.
Yeah, it's not bad. I actually bought it in Turkey. Pretty good at the BX. So, other than that, whatever. I'm Webb, coming at you from the South Coast. 10 years Air Force, active duty, aircraft metals technology, machining, fabricating, welding. Worked on the B1s for a couple years. That's where I met the Mr. Sauce Boss, aka the American, who should be joining us shortly. After that, went on down to Eglin Air Force Base, Florida. Worked on the birth of the F-35 program as far as standardized maintenance goes. Did that for about 5+ years. A lot of fun, lots of frustrating, dealing with contractors and stuff. Is what it is. And then did my sunset tour in Incirlik, Turkey. Supposed to go over there and just be a chill maintenance gig. Ended up being the quality assurance chief inspector for
Nice.
four different squadrons, over 600 people, and a bunch of assets. So best tour of my career. Didn't think I wanted it, but came out pretty well. So, Uncle Si, introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah, Uncle Si here. Dave, another Tuesday night. How you guys doing? Thanks for joining. I was Army. I did the black boot thing. 86 Army Reserves, activated, left the reserves, went to the Guard, went on active duty, got out about 2000. So, seen a little bit, been there, done that. Like, when Webb was talking about one of his assignments he didn't think he was going to like, it kind of reminded me of the second time I went to Korea. I'm an engineer mechanic, bulldozers, scrapers, bucket loaders, big stuff. They put me in a chopper unit. And I was like, really? You guys do know what my MOS is, right? Not helicopters.
You guys have wrenches this small? What are you doing?
Yeah. But what was cool was I was just filling an NCO slot. So, like, I got to go everywhere in Korea. And when I say that, I mean, like, every Army installation, the Western Corridor, Eastern Corridor, way down south, 8th Army. I went to every Army installation looking from desks to lamps to Humvees, So, and looking back, that was kind of cool. I mean, how many people, get that opportunity?
True.
The ones that built the Army.
The Continental Army.
And coming in hot, the American.
Coming in hot. Brap. How you guys doing? Sorry for my delay. I was at an event, at a tasting at Timmons. Then I had to get dinner and eat said dinner. And yeah. So how's everyone doing?
Not bad. We were just doing introductions. So, perfect timing.
Yeah. Rolling through some comments. Mr. Caleb Ezel, I finally met you this weekend, actually, at a Drift Kitchen event. Very nice to meet you. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Oh, Grumpy John, as always. Mr. Bush. I'm wondering where that came from. So, Jade Lopez, as always.
The Drift Kitchen. You telling my little Drift Kitchen, like, I thought it was like a food event. Get there, you're like, where's all the food at?
Well, yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later. I was telling Felix about it, and it was pretty hilarious. He's like, I'm leaving. There ain't no food, bro.
He's like, I don't know what you're talking about, all these cars. That's cool. Anyway.
Yeah. Where the barbecue at, bro?
No, but as you guys know, if we're still doing introductions, I'm the Sauce Boss, the American field serving owner, operator of Barbecue Sauce LLC, retired Air Force veteran, 17 years, 11 months, and 25 days. Not that I was counting. Been on 11% of the planet, doing what we do, pretty much supporting the guys, dragging their knuckles on the ground, putting the proper warheads on foreheads, because you can only carry so much pew to battle until you got to call daddy to, make them act right. So it was fun. I loved everything I got to do and all the people I got to meet, and I was really proud of all the people I got to support. So here we are.
Veteran turkey eaters.
Yeah, veteran turkey eaters.
What you on now, Dad? You miss the old veteran. Come on. And I hope you put it to defrost because it really, I mean, it can go in the oilless fryer with a little bit of moisture in it, but come on now. So
yeah,
I'm actually doing the I did the quick de-thaw on the turkey because there's going to be a couple extra people.
Yeah,
so I did the.
You got what? 2 of them going?
Well, no, I already have 2 in brine, but I had to pull another one out. I pulled I think it's like a 12 or 15 pounder, and I put it in cold water in the sink with running cold water, constant. And I started that one at 9, and I got here, and when I got home, it was perfectly de-thawed.
Nice.
So that is literally by
thawed.
Food safe standards. That is the only way to safely de-thawed.
De-thawed. We refroze it.
De-thawed. Yeah, we de-thawed it.
Defrosted. You were thinking defrosted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that was funny.
Doing like 3 things at once. Anyway.
Ain't it's every now and then we get up on the grammar Nazi thing, but okay, good. Like I said, we're not dropping it in a fryer or anything, but we're good.
Well, that's fun.
Hey, Ducky. I've been seeing on Facebook, like everybody's like, if your turkey is this big, you should have started thawing it Monday.
Yeah, like
Monday.
Here's your daily reminder to de-thaw that turkey.
I wish my internet wasn't crap. I made a video that was so fire today. It was so funny. It was hilarious. It was one of those one-offs. I'm doing turkey videos, and Dave saw it.
Yep.
Phone call at 911.
Yeah,
I'll see if I can pull it up for later on the show.
But all I'm saying is I want some of those brownies.
We all do.
The world would be a lot happier.
They'd be like, fighting, discontent. Who?
Yeah,
what?
Mike was making some of that fire bread that he makes with the. Yeah. He's just slicing it. He sent me pictures of it. He's got 2 regular and 2 Reaper, which I'm like, man.
See, here's the thing. Like, if it was anybody else, I'd be like, yo, bro, why are you telling us you're slicing bread? They already sell it like that.
Yeah. they sell sliced bread, but Florida man and all.
Yeah. Now I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, it's Mike. Yeah, okay.
Makes the bread. Yeah.
Like, hey, man, they got like honey wheat, like regular white bread.
Already sliced. He was in the Navy. Man. They don't get sliced bread. They gotta slice their own bread.
Man, did you guys ever eat that? I don't know what they called it in the Air Force. In the Army, it was shelf stable bread that was like the MRE bread that came in the brown, and it was about like this thick, but it was like half a loaf of bread. It would expand once you opened it.
Yeah, dude. I don't remember that on any room service menu I saw.
Yeah, I was about to say that was never left to the steak next to the
shelf. It was stable bread.
Oh, bro,
I don't think so, because I don't think the officers wanted air stable aircraft. Is it stable? I guess you figure out we can get to the sky.
It reminded me of what like the pioneers must have had for bread when they were crossing the frickin' West in the Conestoga wagons. Wait, no, we did have that. But no, I mean
they've already hit it.
Yeah, you'd put your cheese on there and try to like spread it with the knife, and it would literally like tear the bread. It was that kind of bread. It was the worst ever, bro. You'd put it like you'd take the ham slice that you got and try to like slice the bread to make like a sandwich out of it. And it would tear, it wouldn't slice. I don't care what kind
they've had like unleavened bread.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it reminded me of. Exactly. Unleavened bread.
What is that? Your bread tears too easily. Is that lack of
sugar?
There's a lack of something because it was nasty, but you get hungry.
I don't know. I'm not a baker. Any bakers out there? If your bread tears too easily, what is that called? Poverty. I was in the Army.
That's called actually like really good bread because it's tender, bro. It's like a steak. You just cut it with a fork. You just tear it with your finger.
That's called
gluten.
Army.
Lack of gluten. I think it's got something to do with the elasticity once it's proofed, and
So too much gluten, your bread bounces.
I don't know, but whatever this stuff was in that brown bag, it sucked, man. And it was like the bread version of the MRE cracker. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's like unleavened bread then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like unleavened bread. You know, you're having like whatever they call it, Shabazz.
Yeah. Well, when we first started getting MREs and we had the cracker, we had a Jewish guy in my unit in AIT. And he was like, "What is this, matzah soup? Come on, these crackers are shitty." And I was like, "That's something when you got a Jewish guy telling you crackers are bad, you know." Like,
It's not even body of Christ. It's body.
Yeah.
Of,
Oh my
it's, what
God.
is it called? It's body of senior master sergeant. It's body. Of
yeah, it was, you know.
Body of command chief. Body command
Body
chief.
command chief. All right,
But
so what's y'all plans for Thanksgiving and everybody else?
For me,
Pop it up in the comments if you want to.
Yeah, I am. Like I said, I'm smoking one turkey since we don't have a food trailer, which we won't be talking about. Anyway, I didn't really advertise that I was smoking anything for anyone else, but there is a family that I smoked turkeys, and one year I did a whole dinner for, so they're doing it again.
Yeah.
So they're getting a smoked turkey. But for me, I'm doing one just straight smoked, and one is getting smoked and fried. So,
Nice.
yeah, and then we're going to smoke a ham, and I made a special glaze out of my mustard sauce.
That looks and sounds incredible, because I thought about, like, man, I'll bet you could add a little bit of honey and make, you know.
Well, that's what I did. Pretty much a cup of honey, a cup of sauce, and a cup of bourbon, and I did a reduction. I hate that
Reduction.
phrase.
Well, you are reducing it.
Yeah.
And Rusty, I'll be talking a little bit about like my Thanksgiving.
You know, Dave's like when I decided to use the turkey for Thanksgiving, like Dave, we could have used a bunch of other stuff. It'd been amazing. And
well, me and Ben Franklin wanted the turkey to be the American bird instead of the eagle, but you know that got
smarter.
That got shot down.
Literally.
Oh, it is. It is actually.
It's smarter, and it's not a scavenger. So.
But anyway.
I was trying to. Well, I'll be going to my parents' house with Mr. Rusty Travis up there.
Oh,
my
shit.
Mom, some more relatives. Not sure who all is going to show up, but I'll be putting a fryer in the Big Easy, the oilless fryer.
Nice.
Letting it roll out.
Nice.
Yeah, I've seen those. I've never tried the one. It's the big turkey oilless fryer.
Yeah, I mean it's literally just a big barrel, and it's got a propane burner in it, and it's like a stainless steel sleeve, and it's supposed to be infrared. So you literally, I'll inject it as regular.
You said
rub
inbred,
down. Huh? You
said inbred.
Inbred. I'll inject it.
Oh, I thought he said inbred too, Felix.
Yeah,
no, sorry.
It's not like, I'm like, you said it's supposed to be inbred. I'm like, the turkey's supposed to be inbred?
Yeah,
no.
Talking to the
infrared.
turkey.
I'm sorry, infrared.
Infrared. Okay.
Like, you talk to the turkey before you kill it. Like, did you sleep with your sister?
No.
We'll be in Alabama, but you know.
Yeah, what are y'all doing with turkey down in Alabama, man? How do you find those when you're hunting? Like, oh, that's an inbred one.
We just shoot them out of the trees, which is illegal, but you know, whatever. No, yeah, we'll put one in the oilless fryer. I'll inject it like normally, rub it down with some peanut oil on the outside, and season it and dunk it in there for a while. So actually, it's pretty nice. And you know, I was a hardcore turkey fryer, like let's go. You know what I mean? But it gets to a point. I mean, obviously, keep your temperature stable. But some parts of it dry out because the fryer drives the moisture out of those certain parts, like especially the dark meat on the legs and stuff like that. Doesn't give it a chance to actually collect. But the oilless fryer, man, cooks it nice and evenly, and all that moisture kind of can collect in the legs a little bit around the dark meat and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. Been using the last couple of years, and I'll still break out the fryer. If I'm probably gonna break out the fryer for Christmas, like a whole turkey. Just for tradition's sake. But gonna do a little bit of hunting up at my uncle's farm.
Nice.
Yeah, drop a nice little doe or something for some meat. Other than that, man, just spending some time with the fam.
Nice.
That's what it's about.
Yep.
I'm getting to have one of my favorite Thanksgiving traditions. Finally. My mom and dad called up and they're like, Mom doesn't feel like cooking, so we're going to a hibachi restaurant for Thanksgiving.
Nice.
And I'm like, oh, what? Yeah, that's
Yes.
And they're like, do you want? Well, they're like, do you want to go? And I'm like, no, I'm cool. I can sit home. Mom's like, well, what are you going to do? I'm like, the thing I love doing the most on active duty. I would volunteer for CQ 24 hours, at the desk.
Mm-hmm.
On Thanksgiving, I would get a pizza. I would sit there and watch TV, football games all day from morning to night. Yeah. And because it was the holidays, people back then didn't care. And I'd be about half loaded after 24 hours. I'm, hey guys, come on in, But to me,
go ahead.
That's just like, to me, that's like, I guess maybe it's being an only child or being single all my life. I don't know. But that to me is like the ultimate Thanksgiving for me, is to just sit in pajamas all day, watching football, eating pizza, getting drunk.
Your CQ thing reminded me of my CQ when we were at tech school, that we had to run CQ because when I was at Pensacola, we were the only we were the only airmen on base. But we were in a 3-story dorm, very top, 2 stories of Marines under us. And one weekend, I pulled CQ. One of my CQ, the person that actually had to sit there, because I was in charge of the floor, walking around, and I come up, and she has this bottle of Ocean Spray cranberry juice. Now, this person, she was a marathon runner, very healthy. Like, it was one of those things. And we were really cool. We've been out drinking, but she really didn't drink too much anyway. But so I didn't, without even asking her to say anything, I go and grab the bottle out of her cooler, an ice, and pop the top. And I take a monster swig of this cranberry juice that I didn't really notice that wasn't that red. And yeah, that bottle was pretty much a bottle of Everclear with some cranberry coloring in it. No, there was cranberry in it because I for like a half a second when I was like, and breathed fire out, and she looked at me like, I'm like, what the fuck did
you probably should have done that.
What did you just poison me? Why would you do that? And she's just like, oh, I'm so sorry. Why'd you grab it? I'm like, because we're cool. That's what we do. And yeah, you're going to tell? I'm like, why would I tell? I'm like,
yeah,
yes, the sergeant, she got me drunk. That's really gonna play well.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. So Jay said we're still figuring out what side of the families we're going to first in times.
Oh man, I used to hate that. It's like, okay, in the mornings for lunch, we got to go over to this grandparent's house, and then that night we're going to go to this grandparent. I'm still full from breakfast. Okay, come on, can we spread it out over a couple days?
And then they're insulted when you don't eat a full plate, and you're like, man, I've been to 3 different places today, man.
Or the other thing, I would catch it from my grandparents, because my grandparents, there's history. And my one grandma would be like, I'll bet your other grandma didn't make it that good, and it's just
my God.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm 10 years old. I'm just happy to be eating food, know.
Now, having small kids, it's a little rough traveling for the holidays. I mean, my parents aren't that far away, 3.5 hours or so. Easy drive, no big deal. I love going up and seeing them, love seeing the old house, love being out in the woods again. That's the biggest thing.
Oh, so you actually are going over the river and through the woods to Grandma and Grandpa's house?
We're going over quite a few rivers and through quite a few woods. Yeah, the backwoods of West Alabama.
It's the remix.
To thread our way up to Selma. Yeah, absolutely.
Lock the doors and roll the windows if you hear. See,
the funny thing is I would be the one playing the banjo. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Webb's fine.
I'm from the woods, bro. You see me? I'm a lumberjack right now.
I'm from the city, but I've been to places when I used to travel road trip a lot between deployments, and I'd get to a spot and I'm like, okay, I guess we'll pull. You put the gun out and put it on the couch. Like, yeah, you ain't taking this free.
Yep. I don't. I am not nervous about traveling anywhere that I travel, except if I go through downtown Selma and stop at a stoplight. But then again, like I'm already basically have it on my lap because I've got a few people, friends of mine back in high school and college days, have literally been yanked out of their trucks or led down an alleyway and stuff like that. I'm like, it's the wrong dude today. Just saying.
I think I was 22 or 23, and I had just been in AA for about a year. And I don't know if you guys know, like after AA meeting, everybody goes to a certain place and has coffee and talks about everybody in the AA meeting.
They go to a bar.
That's good to know. I'm never going to AA.
I know.
No, they go to like a Denny's or
diner.
Something.
Yeah,
diner. And like a whole back table of like 30 people from an AA meeting sit there and drink coffee, play cards, and talk about people in AA. Yeah, but anyway, so like I see this chick at another table that's not connected with us, and somehow or another, about like 6 months later, I'm driving into Chicago to go hook up at a hotel with her. And I ended up getting lost in Chicago and went south side instead of north towards where I needed to go. And I pulled into a gas station. My first warning should have been the window was this thick in the gas station.
Yeah.
And I look around and I see people staring. Now, mind you, I'm in a beautiful 1976 maroon Monte Carlo with a half white Landau top, dual exhaust, got a boop, 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 nice little lope to it, and I roll the window down. I'm like, yo, man, how the hell do I get up to, I can't remember, Skokie, up north Chicago, right? I was supposed to go to Skokie. I ended up on south side. And the dude looked at me and he was like, man, you either the craziest or dumbest motherfucker I've ever met in my life. He goes, go back out this way, go that way, get out of here,
I've actually seen people, I've seen people escort folks that get lost. They're like, follow me. I've done it in New Orleans. Stay in your car. Follow me. Yeah, follow me. And it'll be fine. But also, I've seen it where people go, they look, and that person has that look like, and you're like, you know what? This dude might put me in the trunk. Hell, I got that look one of my first times driving out of South Dakota because I didn't know where the res was at, and I stopped to get gas, and I'm getting gas, have my car pumping, and I walk in, I'm in a black Infinity. I walk into the station to get some water. And everyone's looking at me, and I notice like there are no white people, but there are also no black people. I'm like, and everyone's just kind of looking like,
I'm like, where were you going?
Yeah,
you're like Pine Ridge or something.
I think it was one of them. I don't know, and it was like I'm a unicorn because everyone was like,
Pine Ridge is like south and east, like of Rapid. I don't know where you were, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I got some. Dirty looks too.
Funny story. When I flew from Iowa out there to New Hampshire, at the airport, there were people that were looking at me. One guy actually on the plane asked me if I was somebody famous. He was like, "You look famous, are you?" And I was like, "No," but
be like,
"Shh." Well, it's just weird, People see all of that and they're like, "Oh, you must have it for a reason." And then the beard.
Cash at me real quick, and I'll give you an autograph.
Yeah, buy me a drink.
$200.
Buy me a drink. We can have a selfie.
Yep. Don't worry, Mike. I got you. It is right here. Here's Michael cooking up some stuff.
At first glance,
I'm trying to upload stuff, and it's not working.
That looks good.
That's some bread right there.
That's some
Good job, Mike.
That's definitely leavened bread.
It's
definitely not kosher.
It was like a redneck pizza roll.
Oh yeah.
No, looks good, brother. Looks good. Your oldest turns 18 this week. That means you're old. Just get over it. Sorry, Jade.
It's okay.
Is what it is. Is what it is. Sorry. John's going to a friend's horse farm.
Okay, I'm glad that said horse.
So I had a buddy come in from Turkey, actually. Not from Turkey. I met this guy in Turkey. Weird situation. I was at a party, saw a dude with the Alabama hat on. I was like, where are you from? He's like, Saraland, Alabama. which is 10 miles north of here. I'm like, cool. I'm from Mobile. He's like, what? I'm like, War Eagle. He's like, Roll Tide. I'm like, well, can't fault anybody for taste or anything. I was like, come on, let's have a drink. So we've been buddies ever since. Well, he's since gone to South Korea. Now he's stationed in Spangdahlem, and he came back the last 2 weeks to visit his family and stuff like that. He's like, hey, man, we got this thing going on. Love for you guys to come out. It's up North 43 in the sticks a little bit. I was like, cool. What can we bring? He's like, you don't need to bring anything. I was like, nah, man, it's Southern hospitality. We're bringing something. He's like, just whatever. So we went, it was like the night before. So I went by Rouse's, got some potato salad, some cookies. I'm like, that's all I can do. So he's like, yo, just call me when you get to this junction in the road, and this dirt road, and I'll lead you back the rest of the way. I'm like, this is going to be good. So call him. He comes up in a Kawasaki Mule, starts leading us back there. We go across a creek crossing, past all these restored tractors and everything like that. It was, and we just come up and we start seeing cars and stuff lined up. There's probably 50 cars and trucks lined up. Yeah. Turns out it's his uncle's place, who's got like 1,000 acres back there. He has got a sawmill, a smokehouse, a log cabin, a
nice
sugarcane processing mill, a cane mill.
Nice.
So they did sugarcane.
There's definitely some moonshine out there.
Yeah.
So they processed the sugarcane and they made cane syrup. We got a big old mason jar of cane syrup. They had their own smokehouse. They were smoking full pork bellies and sausage. They had a nice lake out there with bass and brim. They had donkeys and ponies and cows, and it was just awesome. He's in the process of building his own grist mill with stones that he's found and restored and all this stuff.
Nice.
So it was just really stinking nice, man. I mean, I really enjoyed being out there in the freaking woods with him. It was cool.
Well, okay. You're kind of more urban than like me. Like, I'm from Iowa, but I didn't live on a farm, but I can drive a tractor. But like what we used to do, like in high school and college, is the further in the woods, the better the party was going to be.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I've driven 75 miles to get to a beside the river party, and literally there was a stage set up with a band and like 3 generators going just to give the band enough power to run their equipment. And then 2 years later, my band played that same spot. We're on the back of a semi trailer. It was cool. Yeah,
but you're like out in the sticks in the Hicks, middle of BFE, and like the best party ever. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, you're right. We travel up there every time going up to Selma, Thomasville, Jackson, along the rivers and stuff like that. You're right. I've heard of a lot of that. A lot of the DeSoto Trail, a lot of the way the Spaniards and everybody traveled, because they went up north above the Mobile Bay and had to go even further to get the rivers even small enough to cross. So a lot of stuff up there.
That sucked being a crossing guard back then. There was a lot of traffic.
Took himself off. That's cool. Not sure. There's not like a lot of rivers running through that property. This is still kind of near the Mobile Bay. It's across from the Berry Steam Plant down there.
I could just imagine Michael when he goes out like to anywhere. He just, how a lot of people like look certain things. Like my deal is I look at cars when I go to different places.
Yeah.
Mike's just kind of that guy that like be in the restaurant looking out at the yard going, I wonder if they've had that metal detected. That just he's just like always looking for property to like, I'll bet that'd be a good find.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I dig it. I mean, if you ever make it down, well, I would wait until this guy retires out of the military in a couple of years, and we maybe can talk something. Good dude, awesome guy. I love his family. Just fun people, man. Fun people. It may be possible. I don't know. Let's see. There's a dirt pit. There's that. Ooh, I'm kind of honing in on where that was.
Yeah, that first pic Mike sent me of the bread. Did he send you that picture of the bread?
That's the only picture of the bread that I got.
Oh yeah, he sent me one before it was cooked, and it doesn't look like that before it's cooked. It looked kind of like a turkey neck. because it was curved a little like that. There were
Okay.
4 of them, and it was like I had to zoom in and be like, "Oh, that's bread." I thought he was cooking something totally different.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, Mike, I can too. But like if it's the slate or cinder blocks or yeah. That's just my dad beating useless information into my head.
Let's see. Oh, there it is. I found it.
Well, like when your dad would be, I don't know about you, but like we'd go to Menards because he rebuilt like every room in the house of a lath and plaster, old, stone basement wall. Yeah. And we like every freaking weekend you'd going out to Menards or the hardware store at least 2 or 3 times a day. And, well, why we're going to get this, or, oh, look at that house. Now our house was, and just, little kernels.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I freaking get that. Oh, let's see if I can find it from Mike. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that looked a little disturbing at first glance. If it's the same pic.
Save images. Save.
Yeah.
Brand.
My dad's favorite game on road trips was like pointing to a car and asking me year, make, and model. That's the only reason I'm fairly decent on, visual ID from basically the 50s up to like the 90s. After that looked a little disturbing at first glance. I was like, wait a minute, what is that? Oh, okay, that's bread. Woo.
Bread.
Yeah, you had me scared for a minute there, John.
It's rolled bread, bro.
Mike. Yeah, you had me scared for a minute there, bro. But yeah, that looks so good. I can't imagine with that Reaper in there, man. Holy snot.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hello.
I'm good with that. Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, and he was there and he was gone.
Well, I just can't see anything. My shit's looking whacked. It was like pause, but I can hear it's a very interesting conversation when you can hear every third word Dave says. And no pretext. But yeah, man, dude, bruh.
I bet.
I was trying to upload. I had this photographer work on some videos, some vidges for me, and I was trying to upload them, but my internet is really lacking today.
That sucks, brother.
Yeah, I don't know. Goes with the rest, man. The post office was trying me yesterday. Yeah, just everything. They're testing out my humanity.
You had an interesting day yesterday, but that's yesterday, bro.
Yep, and today's a lot better,
Oh yeah, Timmons looked like you were having a blast. Sounded like it went okay out there at the store.
I think I'm getting picture back. Oh yay!
What are you doing, bro?
I was trying to upload vidges. Vidges. I got some. I got a photographer that if people have seen some of the videos I've posted on Facebook recently and TikTok of the new some new product photos, and I got one that I'm pretty proud of, and he has like 4 more left, and then we are done until snow flies.
That's from what I've seen, that dude's pretty good.
Dude, he's the one that did the pictures for the website, and I don't know his style or whatever it is, the way his eye, works. It's been pretty much my favorite photographer, like bar none.
Nicely done.
So just working on that, and I got one uploaded, but not the rest. But
I'm plotting my way back out. I'm researching on Google Maps this little plot of land.
You buying some land?
No, it's where we were when my buddy came in. I have some hidden spots that I save on my Google Maps. Not like I'm stalking. I'm not stalking anybody, but like I want to remember where that was. In case my buddy's
comes back and wants to go out there.
I got some buddies like me. Be like, hey man, if shit hits the fan, then maybe at this rally point, and be like, gotcha.
Depending on what shit hits what fan, you guys are my shit hit the fan people. Just saying.
Well,
Come to South Dakota.
I ain't coming north.
Coming to South Dakota.
24-hour trip in the middle of like apocalypse. I'm good.
Well, not for you, but for Dave.
I'm good.
You can make it though.
Oh,
All I
yeah.
know is any book I've ever read on zombies, apocalypse, or anything.
Excuse me.
The Dakotas are always still like the Dakotas. Like even in World War Z, if you read the book, when they were going to clear America, the guys are marching because they don't have all their stuff still. And all of a sudden they run up on a column or a convoy of Hummers and tanks, and they, stop and they're talking to the guys and they're like, we ain't seen a tank in like years. Where you guys going? They're like, we're going to South and North Dakota.
Yep.
Because
right there, right
we
there
were
at the hills. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, we got to go take back the Black Hills from the people, not the zombies, because they're holding it down and they don't like the government. They're like, it's your fault, so fuck off.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm like you. I'm like I've said for a long time. Depending on what shit hits what fan, I'm heading to the mountains and going north. Because cold.
Yep, you got to be prepared for it.
I'll be in there in 13 hours. Well, I can tell you this much, Mike. I'll share this with you real quick.
And I'm not surprised that he wears gloves when he slices that Reaper bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you see my map, right along where that little heart piece is, let's just say that land is somewhere in here.
Somewhere
in this general vicinity. That heart is just my turnoff. So,
turn-offs are war, puppy abusers. Turn-ons, long walks on the beach.
But I mean, it's the Berry Steam Power Plant on the Mobile River, this Tennessee Delta. This is like literally one of the most diverse wetlands in North America, coming down through here into the top of the Mobile Bay. We have more unique species in the Alabama River Delta than the Amazon does. Put it that way.
Oh yeah, it's real diverse. Yeah.
That's what happens when you get a lot of inbreeding
amongst animals. They diversify.
Bees do it. Trees do it. Even
oh my God!
You remember that song?
A little bit.
Oh God!
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
I don't know why that popped in.
Tom Big.
Well, as soon as you sang that, all I could think about was "Do It Like They Do" on the Discovery Channel song popped into my head.
Oh yeah.
Then you got the lap dance is so much better popped in my head. And we devolve.
Oh,
yep.
That song popped up on my live once, thanks to TJ. And somebody was like, "What did he say about a milk carton?" I was like, "Yeah, my bad.
Sorry about that."
Yeah.
I got into one of my my mechanic's cars. He was like, "Hey, I'll give you a ride back to the barracks." I was like, "Cool, my car's there anyway." Blah blah. I get into his car, and a little Honda CRX. He's got the freaking coffee can exhaust on it and all of that. But the first song that comes onto the tape deck is like, I can't even say the lyrics. It was worse than the "I Want to Lick You From Your Head to Your Toes" song. It was more explicit.
Is that the Marilyn Manson one?
No, this was some rapper like back in the late 90s, dude. It was basically talking about how he wants to.
Oh,
Luke, it's probably Luke.
It's Ludacris.
Luke.
It might have been Luda. It might have been
down
Luda.
to your toes. Oh yeah, I know it.
Well, no, it was more explicit than that song.
That's a PG part of the song. Yeah.
So I just sat there and looked at him like this, and he goes, "That's my girlfriend's favorite song." And I was like, "You got a girlfriend listening to this? What the?"
It's either Ludacris or Two Live Crew.
It's Ludacris.
I think it might have been Two Live.
Lick you from your head.
No, that's the Ludacris song.
Yeah, that's.
But the one that was worse was like he's talking about like pulling your panties down and doing the. Yeah, it was probably Two Live. And I was just like sitting there and I was like, I listen to heavy metal. It's kind of some dark stuff, but what the fuck, dude?
When you got like death metal guys going, you need Jesus.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you sew your doll?
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Oh
This
God.
is going to be hilarious. Give me
A doll.
Yeah.
So I would tell you one thing, what happened at Astro World, freaking 10 plus people died.
Actually,
crushed people.
I actually follow a EMT on TikTok who did a 3-part series about that whole thing because he was one of the EMTs there.
Okay.
And he said that they had 2 actual trauma surgeons just in the tent, 2 trauma surgeons, SWAT medic, which is pretty much like a whatever, under a doctor.
It was a combat
medic.
Yeah.
And 2 of those guys and the assortment of PAs along with a accoutrement of the EMTs that ran through the crowd.
Yeah.
And the first call he said he got, they run out to this guy, and he just one of those things where they had their like one kit, but they didn't bring a crash kit.
Yeah.
And they get to the person, and he goes, something told me to grab a crash kit. So it took me 5 minutes to just get to the first call, and then their regs, they have to handle the first person they lay eyes on, no matter what happens. So he goes back, and even on the way back, he runs into another EMT doing hand-to-hand CPR on someone on the ground, and he like, all right, cool, I'll bring you something.
Fighting him?
No, like hand-to-hand CPR.
Well, you said hand-to-hand.
Well, no, he called it like hand.
Sorry, that was really good.
Yeah, but
hand
he called
resuscitation. Yeah.
He called it hand-to-hand CPR.
Hand-to-hand.
That's what he called it. But
I think you're just making shit up now. But
and then he went to the next person, and he goes, as he's going through the crowd, he ran up on 3 more medics by themselves, and their partners were doing what that guy was doing. And he goes, so because his thing was people were blaming the medics, and he goes, for the crowd, it wasn't even the crowd, like it was the crowd. Like the medics had to deal with what they had to deal with. He goes, they had good people climbing up to the cameras, like, hey, this shit needs to get cut off. But mainly, and even the stuff the media didn't show when Travis Scott, and I'm not a fan of his, I don't listen to his music, but when he saw things, he was calling it out from the stage.
There's also been, go ahead.
You only know as much as they show you because I wasn't there.
Yeah, you can't scan 100,000, how many people were there? 20,000 people and point out like, oh, he's 20, sick, he's sick.
He just saw one guy, and he, stopped his concert, and he called security to go, but they never really showed that part of it. It just kind of got cut off, but that did happen. So I'm not an entertainer. I'm not a part of that life, but I can't imagine, being up, doing what you do, trying to look out amongst the crowd of folks,
So when you're on stage and you have those lights coming down, you can't really see that far out into the crowd either.
Actually, you can see pretty well, depending on the stage lighting and stuff like that. Well, it just depends.
Yeah,
but but there's also been, not to counter what you're saying, Felix, there's also been multiple reports of multiple security guards that have worked multiple other Travis Scott shows, and he's almost completely always been like, F the security, F the police, y'all freaking slam up here and jump on stage. Like there's multiple security guards coming out, show security, performance security. And I used to run a little bit of back in the day, and that was 15 years ago.
Yeah,
a heavy metal
NWA used to say "fuck the police."
Exactly. So the thing is that he has known that he has a track record of telling people to rush the stage and doing all this stuff and disregarding the safety of security guards and his fans just for the clout and the likes to make it get wild and crazy. You know what I mean? And also there's reports of people at that Astro World concert. He's being told that there's people dying in the crowd. And he's like, F them, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And who knows?
Like I said, I wasn't there, but you sign up for what you get. Maybe you should go to a Kenny G concert. I'm just saying.
Well, so here's my counterpoint to that too. John Widow saying a mosh pit. Here's the thing though. If you've ever been in a true mosh pit at a true metal show, if someone gets knocked down,
they stop.
The crowd parts and picks that person up and literally will pick them up
and put
if
them
they're
on
injured, they
stage
will
or get
take
them somewhere.
They will take them to someone else if they're not injured, because if you get in a pit, you better know what you're doing. You're going to get knocked. And
but that's
the thing
the
is,
same
like,
thing.
and there's a big thing going around right now, like metal crowds versus rap crowds and blah, blah, blah. And it's not a big thing, but there's a couple memes saying, at a metal show, we don't watch people die, we watch them live. And
when concert,
hold just 1 second. Primary example, all the metalhead kids, fans and stuff like that coming in wheelchairs. Of course, they're standing room only, you can't see stuff. And you see hundreds of concerts, hundreds of mosh pit goers literally hoist the guy up in his wheelchair so he can get a front row seat and act like he can participate in the mosh pit. That right there, I've seen that personally, and it's like,
well, you got new crowd versus new music people that are quote unquote artists compared to the standard style people that are actually artists, because they're in the rap groups and whatnot. They had that. This stuff, I don't consider this rap. This is something else. Like this is something like Eminem, like even Drake and them. That was like the last, like 50 Cent. Those guys, I think, are like the last rappers. These other kids, that's something else. That's like the screamo rap. That's like the rap, like crap. That's like if you let a rocker listen to screamo, he'd be like, "What is that?"
Let's not dive down the genres because we can be there all day long.
Fruity, but I
know what you mean though.
Fruity fucking tootie.
So
okay. I like that doll.
I get a call from my mom. My aunt has found me. She thought it was the clown from It.
This is even better, bro.
Yeah, that is even better than Pennywise.
Okay, so she's like, I'm going to drop it off. You can do what you want, blah, blah, blah.
Captain Spaulding.
Now,
if
I wanted to listen to Asshole, I'd fart. That's one of his lines from the movie.
Yeah.
Come on down to Captain Spaulding Museum of Monsters and Madness.
I forgot. Yeah, copyrights. But
yeah,
I'm like, Mom, this is not from the movie It. This is from the movie 10,000.
House of 10,000 Corpses. Devil's Rejects.
And she's like, well, is it a horror movie? Do you think I'd like it? I'm like, no,
it's a horror movie.
You wouldn't like it, Mom. No, but yeah, so it's like even on the arms, it's got like the fake tattoo on the arms, even.
He's giving a 1 finger salute there.
So I'm like, well, that's kind of cool. That's just
I like it.
Surprise! Howdy,
Captain
fucking
Spaulding.
duty.
Captain
fucking
Spaulding.
fruity. Yeah. And on a good note, Rupert hates this. Like I pulled this out, he just sits about 3 feet away and stares at me because
he's like, it's a little Dave.
Well, the other
not as long.
The other thing I like is his arms move and his hands move, but that's
can you move his finger down?
No, it's stuck like that. You can rotate his hand, but it's both fingers.
Can you move his finger down? No.
So yeah,
that's awesome. I wonder where. You know what? I need to Google where to get. What's it saying? Is there any markings on it?
The bottom foot says 2002 1100 Corpses LLC.
It's probably a Rob Zombie corp. I'm not kidding. It's probably a Rob Zombie corporation.
I don't doubt it.
Well, no, I think he had one because he was my buddy used to. Oh, here it is. Captain Spaulding Toys, House of 10,000 Corpses, 18-inch talking Captain Spaulding on eBay. How much you want to guess it costs? Holy
probably
$140.
Probably $20.
$150.
No shit.
$450.
Oh,
what?
Yeah, collectible, bro. Collectible. Sit it on a shelf. Sit it on a shelf somewhere, bro.
But
Oh,
that's in the box though.
yeah.
It looked like it came with some stuff, but I can't see what's in the box. But
what's in the box? What's in the
What's in the
box?
box?
that was on eBay,
Wow.
worthpoint.com.
But yeah, that was like, my mom calls me up and I'm like expecting some Pennywise clown. And I look at this and I'm like, that's not Pennywise, Mom. But now I'm wondering, where the frick did my aunt find this?
Yeah, where's the rest of the collection, girl?
Yeah, she's holding out.
Auntie. Where's the rest of the collection, Auntie?
Yeah,
sorry,
there's
I'm peeling some stuff
That's
away from this.
worthpoint.com, but you have to log in, but it tells you all about the doll.
Funny. That's cool.
That's actually really cool, actually. Huh.
Yeah, $450, dog.
Thanks, Aunt.
That's on eBay, but
Well, and like, yeah, it's
on eBay.
everything's suggestive because, like, what it's worth to you, it might not be to somebody else, or blah blah
Or
blah.
it might be worth more to a collector. So
Yeah, you got to find the person that wants to pay for.
Well, you got to think about it, dude. This guy just passed away this year too, so.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
He just died this year, so yeah, that doll, and it's out of stock. So House of 1,000 Corpses. So this one exclusive pig T-shirt. Oh, that's House of 1,000 Corpses. Oh, that's just a T-shirt. What's T-shirts on him?
He's got a hot dog, and he's got a bullet hole, if that matters.
Well, you can get a different T-shirt. Just a T-shirt's $50.
Damn.
For the doll?
Yeah.
Wow. Fucking hell. Wow.
That's nuts.
Yeah, you can get another T-shirt with a pig on it for $49 or $44.99, and everything is out of stock. So everything is sold out.
Damn. Fuck. Aunt was probably smarter than I thought I gave her credit for. Or she got lucky as fuck. That's what it was. She got lucky as fuck.
Well, dude, it's like those people. Like I was deployed to Diego, and the one day I was like, well, we can go in late. And one of my army buddies, who was a PSYOP guy, leaflet dropper, he's in the maintenance area. When this freaking 4-star general comes through, who's a pilot, he flies in and he's walking around the maintenance area, the flight line. Everyone he touches, he gives a coin to.
Yeah.
And we go drinking later that day, and he goes, "Yeah, man." And he goes, "You missed it. We had a VIP come through." I was like, "Really? Who?" I'm like, he goes, "I don't know, some 4-star. He was wearing a flight suit. He gave me this coin thing." He goes, "What do you guys do with that?" I'm like, "Oh,
yeah,
man, nothing." I'm like looking at it. I'm like, "Oh, if you don't want it, I'll take it." He goes, "No, I think it's cool. I'll keep it." I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
Who was it?
I don't remember who it was, but
well, and I remember when that whole coin thing started, because it never used to be a deal. And then it slowly started with like a couple units and a couple of, high rank people. And then,
because originally it was
everybody's got their
Army Air Corps back from like Korea in the hooches, but they'd come in and they would tap their coins and everyone had their significant, it wasn't a unit coin, but everyone had a significant coin to tap, and then it became unit coin, and then
it just blew up to like everybody's got their own coin now.
And everyone has their coin. But even when I was in the Air Force, only the Air Force guy, like when I first got in, it was only bomber fighter guys and tanker cats, all like the maintainers had coins, and now, like you said, everyone has a coin. Like I still have my very first one. Matter of fact, I carry this one with me everywhere I go. It's my last and best unit that I loved. My 654th CLS coin. This one flew in shock and awe.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Has our core values on it for the Air Force. We don't need as many, because everything else is kind of like duh for us. Service before self.
Yeah, the Army and Marines need it spelled out, in crayon.
Excellence in all we do and integrity first. And that's ours. But everything else, it should be standard. And that's our 654 CLSS. We called it our 3-star fly-by-night stud service. So when you needed a stud, in 24 hours or less.
Y'all do drywall too? I mean, Just asking.
Boom,
Well,
boom.
we'll paint the walls for you.
Contractor. All right, that was a good comeback. I'll give you that one. That was a pretty good comeback.
That was nice.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Oh, well,
Like a 50 mission bill. What's that?
I'm gonna have to reprint this one, but it came out decent.
Nice.
It's a little dude.
So
Yep.
weird.
I gotta glue his foot back on, but
Bro,
So
I
weird.
remember my uncle having a bong
Thank you
back
for
in
nightmares.
like the late my uncle had a bong like in the late 70s that was a little bit taller than that. Like the middle finger was and the bowl was right in the palm.
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
But I will say the best coin that I don't have anymore, I can't remember if it got just lost or whatever. I was in Diego and they had the enlisted club had
Right
the long, giant, long tables. And I get in there and they're giving everyone drinks and whatnot. And they're giving everyone drinks and everything. And I walk in there and all the ammo because I think this was right before it all like kicked off. So they were doing like a big like to do. And I mean, literally it was from the back of the building to the front of the building. There's one area, just all these, I don't know the longest like fold out table you can have, but there was at least 3 of them lined up. And I get in there and I just hear like this just pounding on these tables. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And the chief looked at me. He goes, "You're not ammo." I'm like, "Nope, I'm Depo." He goes into his pocket and he pulls out a coin. And he goes, "Here you go. Start tapping the table." And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Start tapping the table." And I start tapping the table and everyone else, because I notice that's what they're doing. And then everyone stops. Like, because the chief is in the front and he starts it and everyone stops and puts their hand up. And they literally ran around and whoever did not have a coin, and they made sure all their enlisted guys had coins, but it was all the senior NCOs and officers. They didn't have coins, and they would go to the bar and come back with like 2 6-packs under each arm, and handing beers out. And the chief looks at me, he goes, "That's why you need a coin."
Yeah. Oh, well, see, that's some of the weird, cool things about the military. Doesn't matter what branch. There's all little, like with the engineers, I remember drinking grog, and they would explain why every alcohol or ingredient went into a toilet bowl, a literal toilet.
Yep. We bought a fresh one in Turkey. We had the contractors get a fresh toilet bowl from Turkey, and we hooked it up. So this is my carry.
Nice.
Old Gold Fiend, Chief Staff of the Air Force 21. Met him in Turkey. So I don't know about you guys, but maintenance plays the rank game. So you either you have the coin with the highest rank and you win, going down to the lower rank, whoever has the lowest rank coin, whatever, has to buy.
Right.
Or if you have the better story about your coin.
Yep.
If you have which I actually have a Secretary of Defense coin as well, Chuck Hagel. I used to carry that one.
Technically, what would they say? Yeah, the last coin is the SecDef, the Joint Chiefs, and then coin is the highest you can get in coins, and after that, it's the president's. His isn't technically not a coin; it's a seal.
Yep, this is Joint Chiefs.
We had as senior airmen, you go to Airman Leadership School, and they kept our freaking instructors kept coin checking us like every goddamn day in class. But for them, they would coin check us for push-ups. So if one person didn't have a coin, and then the thing is, like maintenance, we had it. Some of the cops didn't have you have people in all different, like the hospital, they were like, they pull out change. Like, I got a quarter. Like, it's just
no, not a coin.
Oh God, I'm doing push-ups.
Hi, Miss Sarah. How are you?
We had a guy who was actually at Air Force Honor Guard. And so when you get the Honor Guard billet, you have a regular job. Like, you came in the military to do a cop, a cook, maintenance.
Yeah.
But then
we know.
Yeah, but then you get pulled, or you know, and he went and did his. I think he did 3 years honor guard, and one of their sub duties is tour guide, and he happened to tour guide the Pentagon, and so he goes, "Don't worry, guys, I got this shit." He goes, "We're never getting coin checked again because this shit happened like 2 days straight. We're in our blues, pushing. He goes, "We ain't getting coin checked again." He goes, "I got this." So we come early to class. He brings these big ass boxes. These 4 giant freaking like plastic tubs, and in them is the stand-up clear multi-side flip-up coin holders, literally like stacked up and down and reverse. And we went through each classroom. Our classroom were big U-shaped with a lip. He had more than enough to fill each wall in 3 classrooms with more left over. And we did that in the classroom, and the instructors come in and they do the coin thing, and he just goes, he points and does that, and they look around and they're like, "Well, does your coin beat my coin? I got my coin from so and so and this and that." And he goes, each box had a presidential seal and a Joint Chiefs coin.
Oh man, yeah.
So in each classroom, he made sure to put one of his boxes that had one of those coins in it, and the guy is just like, "You're still pushing the ground."
Yeah.
So I do have, of course, Goldstein's a 4-star. I have a 3-star Admiral. I have a 2-star from the 3rd Air Force here. I have a 1-star somewhere. But I don't know where I collected all this crap, man. It's just like I never was a coin collector, but it just you look
the
at
ones that mean the most to me are the ones that I got when I would work with units.
That one?
Oh, I have that one. Yep.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad one. It's actually a bottle opener.
When I would work with units, I'd make sure to get a coin and trade, because I'd always have our unit, and I would trade with. So I have one for every aircraft squadron plane I've ever worked on, every deployed location I've ever been, almost every unit I've been deployed with. So mine, that's why that's the only thing I did aside ammo, because I had a lot of buddies in ammo. So I had one of every ammo coin, and that actually helped me out because Mike Meredith, I believe that's who it was, Dave, if you remember, when he ordered some sauce, when he got divorced, I guess his ex took all his shit. And I happened to have one of the same ammo coin that he lost. And
I'm like, there ain't no way. No,
I remember that,
she don't get the coins, bro.
Well, no, she took it all. I literally didn't let him. Hey, good night, Michael.
Night, brother.
I didn't let him see it, but I folded it up in a little pouch and bubble wrap and threw it in the box. And matter of fact, a couple days ago, he sent me a picture of it because he's a truck driver.
Yeah.
And he goes, still rolling with it. And I'm like, he goes, "You sure you want to get rid of it?" I'm like, "Dude," I said, "it's an ammo coin. My friend, I got them from my buddies." I'm like, "But I wasn't ammo." And the ones that I got for helping ammo, those are different. This one was just one of the ones I got from a buddy of mine at the schoolhouse for ammo. So, but we are at the top of the hour, and I got some shit to show.
I'll show you one more. This is my last coin ever.
Ooh.
It's nothing really special. Presented by the Commander, 39th Weapon System Security Group, the only weapon system security group in the United States Air Force. But you can see what's on the back and what weapons we may or may not have been protecting. But
turds,
so OSS, MXS, SFS, PBRAP.
All I could think of is weapon security for the Air Force is like they make sure the bike lock is locked.
That's cool. We got the most powerful weapons in the world.
Weapon security is your keypad, your keyboard lock is locked. Keyboard lock.
You'd be surprised how true that is.
Yeah,
for some of the most deadly weapons in the world.
Yeah,
just saying. All right. Hey, Dave,
roll that beautiful beard footage.
Hey guys, how you doing? Sauce Boss here. I have nothing up here to show you, but as you guys all We literally it's all in the shipping room or upstairs. Like it has been super bongo busy with everything going on, with prepping for Black Friday, prepping for Thanksgiving. Well, Thanksgiving, literally, I roll right into a Black Friday sale. We're doing 35% off on the website. Starts on the 25th at 10 p.m. all the way through the 26th. And everything must go. I will let you know we have some shortfalls. So if you want it, you better get it. Shortfalls are our pumpkin spice sauce, which is bonkers. Literally, we have, I think, 4 left. Our brisket seasoning is low in stock. I didn't notice that somebody came through and bought a lot of it. I even had to short order. I had to change some invoices for wholesale just so I had some to put on the website. So we have a lot of stuff going on with that. So yeah, just been out doing my thing. Well, we got somebody from Twitch.
Well, yeah, you did a little sample tasting thing today.
Yeah, we did a little sample tasting at Timmins Market right outside of base. So it was really cool. Got to talk to some active duty guys, let them sample the sauce, send them over to the aisle. We're in aisle 1, right across from the meat. So it was kind of cool being out in the community, bolstering sales. I do these little events like that because it helps my wholesale, derive and let people know that where we are. So that is really cool. Thankful for that. Dan was really happy. The event went really well. So all in all, I think we did a good job on that event. But like I said earlier, guys, I know you've probably seen some of the videos and stuff we did on TikTok, and I have this new one. It's our newest video for our mild. So here, take a look. Dude, that's
tight. That's tight, bro.
That is tight. And I just want to show you this other one. I have to share screen 1 second. I'm gonna have to queue it up. But yeah, when I first saw that one, I saw it and I was like, I don't know if I like that.
It's good.
The first time I saw it, I was like, I don't know if I like that. But let me share a screen here. This is but then I didn't know what it was exactly. And then I was like, oh, so can you see that?
Yep.
Hope you can. Let me turn the audio up. Let me know if you can hear the audio. Can you hear it?
No audio yet.
No, it's probably not going to let you hear it.
Had movement, but no audio. Oh, that's nice.
Same style music.
Right.
But yeah, so that's the kind of stuff this guy is producing for us.
Well, and it's cool. It's that non-offensive music. It's like not metal. It's not rap. Christian in church can't get mad about that music.
Yeah, you can't get mad about it. And he did a lot of really cool stuff for like the Reaper and the habanero. Like we're still working with some of the stuff that he's doing.
Well, I saw some of the pictures where he put up like the Reaper peppers in front of the bottle. Yeah,
he actually went and bought Reaper and habanero peppers. What's that?
Nice.
Zydeco. Well, this is actually I think he called it blues rock.
Yeah, it's kind of blues heavy.
Yeah,
heavy blues. Yeah,
it's blues rock. Okay, this may sound.
It almost reminded me of ZZ Top a little bit. It's a little funk, blues, heavy, Louisiana, Texas kind of.
Yeah, my mild sauce. Why would that offend me?
Oh, yeah, the mild. Yeah.
Yeah, our mild sauce.
It goes, actually, I can recommend that it does go great on chicken, on pork, on meatloaf, on hamburgers, on popcorn.
Yeah, our mild sauce and seasoning is pretty much it. That's not an offensive question. That's a very honest question. Yeah, that one right there is our mild one, and the mustard one.
Yeah.
What about a honey barbecue, honey mustard, or sweet style? So our mild and our mustard is not that sweet, but
And it's not
it's not
not
honey
that
mustard.
yeah, it's not honey mustard. It's not that overpowering mustard either.
Yeah.
It's not like a German brown mustard. It's got the mustard, but it doesn't overpower. You
Mike,
still
I thought you went to bed. He heard the blues.
Yeah, he heard sauce.
But yeah, that's what that guy's been rock and rolling with us. And
It's
you
nice.
guys seen some of the, if you follow me on TikTok, you've seen some of the more, some of the videos I've been posting and whatnot. So we also have launched, which I will see, hopefully this works out.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Well, you relaunched them.
Yeah. Well, this time, hopefully it works better, because we have a little more people that see us, and we have more folks hitting our website up. But let's see here. It's gonna take me a second.
Yeah.
I'll get there and I will show you.
I will show you. Well, and to fill in a little bit, it's not just a rub. It's not just barbecue sauce. I've used his mild and made meatloaf with it instead of using like ketchup or something. I've used his mild. I've used the mustard. You know, I've taken the seasoning and added it to a TV dinner. That coffee seasoning and TV dinner gravy will change your life.
Yeah. And one of the cool things is, like, a buddy of mine put it on butter. I'm like, put it on your buttered noodles. He goes, really? I'm like, yeah, put it on your buttered noodles. He did it. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, cool. Let's see if this works. So you're on our website here, and we have our normal shop. You know, normal stuff you see. You can go down here to our shop also and look up our stuff. Things that we're going to be limited on this year for the Black Friday sale are our mild or our sauce samples and our seasoning samples. They're going to be low numbers. And this pumpkin spice is already a really low number. Like, we only have 4 jars until probably another 2 weeks.
Nice.
But if you hit gift cards, and I hope I stay in share mode. I don't know if I will. Share mode. No. Yes.
No. Just seeing main page.
Well, that's all that's popping up for me. It pops up on my phone. Oh, there we go. You see it?
Yeah.
Gift card. So, see my internet? See how awesome it is? Oh, dude, I got an email from Elon Musk.
Nice.
Starlink is coming.
Nice.
I'm going to kill people in games. I can't game anymore. I'm going to make kids go back outside and play. I'm going to beat them down until they got to go back outside and play.
I love that group photo of the sauces and seasonings, bro. Yeah. That's just cool.
So, yeah, we have a group photo of our sauces. So pretty much these are called Beard BQ Bucks. Only redeemable at beardbqsauce.com. You know, the perfect one. You love to get some Beard BQ sauce, but you can't decide what you think they will like. This is the perfect gift right here.
Yep.
And you get a gift card from $25 up to $200. And you can, for someone else or for yourself, you can put the recipient's email, name, delivery date when you want to deliver it, and a special message, and then buy now. And it will, you can buy it just like you can buy it anything else on our website. And the cool thing is you can print out this gift card and actually like put it in a card and give it to someone. There is no drop dead date on it, so it does not expire, you know? So I don't know, like, so if you, it'll always be in the email. So if you lose the printed copy, you'll always at least have it in some form of email. I don't get to see that email. So if you like lose your email, I don't know how that will, we won't even go there. But anyway,
yeah,
you get an email, you get to print it out. And yeah, so we relaunched our gift cards. I figured Christmas time is coming. It'd be a perfect Christmas present for somebody. Even better than the sample pack. They can get on the website. They can peruse everything, take a look at what they like. Hit the shop button. Go through and take a look. I even went through and made the website a little more easily read for Black Friday. Like I said, we have our samples that'll be there. Our coffee will definitely be fully in stock. All of our sauces will be in stock. I even put more products for people that don't know how to click more. I'm not saying anything. Marine Corps.
Not saying.
Keep scrolling, man. You got to keep scrolling.
Spell it out to them. But I've even updated all these new product pics or pics from
Awesome.
photographer. So yeah,
Nice
the only
done.
things that won't be on Black Friday are all these specialty items. Of course, they won't be on Black Friday. And
Got that.
And we have
I got that
cases now.
comb. I got
So
that
these first two items, or second, third, and fourth item, are cases you can buy, and they're already significantly discounted, so they will not be on the Black Friday sale.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
But we have
smart
like
about it, yeah.
a new set right here. Pretty much everything spicy. All you need for $45.99. It gives you Reaper and spicy sauce, or spicy sauce, spicy. Yeah.
Them some fire pictures, bro.
Oh yeah, they are.
This dude,
really
like,
good.
well, I'm about to blow your mind. I'm gonna show you this video real quick since you weren't here. You weren't here for it. Hold on to your short curlies.
All right. Okay. Yeah. No.
That shit is badass.
Yeah,
That gets me pumped. That is fucking awesome.
that is good.
That is badass. Like, that's my boy Nick. Like I said, he's working on the mustard right now. I had him because he did all that with spices, but the mustard was just kind of like that, but nothing. And I'm like, dude, you could have got like mustard seeds. He goes, oh, and I wanted him to tone it down. I told him, think Jack Johnson mixed with what's his name? You just trying to have a good time.
Okay. I know the song, not the guy.
I was having a good time, but I mean,
he's on my playlist. Nico Moon.
Okay.
I said little, not so hard, but more. For the mustard, I wanted it less like hardcore, and more because it's mustard seed. And I have had a lot of people, even though I didn't do it for religious connotation, but they've mentioned that. And mustard, even though it's a divergent, I wanted it to be more mellow, compared to the other sauces.
Yeah,
to show a little bit of diversity. But no, so yeah, that's what we've been working on. We have the gift cards out still, or now on the website again, so you can get gift cards for the holidays.
I was just thinking,
they will not be on the Black Friday sale either. So
what sauce would be each branch of the service?
Air Force is definitely the flagship sauce, mild. Because it is
totally good with that. Totally okay with that.
Okay, let's see where you go.
I say Army is spicy, Navy is mustard.
Marine's got to be Reaper because that's
Marine Corps. Marine Corps is Reaper because they come with a warning label. Comes with a warning label. And
it's kind of dumb, but kind of tough.
Coast Guard is habanero. No.
Oh, I was about to say you got to reclassify, bro.
Yeah, reclassify. I need to know. No, wait a minute.
Don't forget you got Navy, Space Force too.
Navy is coffee blend.
I can see that one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Space Force is pumpkin spice.
Yeah. They're limited. They're only here for a little bit. You don't know if
only here seasonally.
You don't know if it's real or not. You know,
They're only here seasonally. You know, so we have to give the Army. You guys will get you're spicy. You know, you guys are spicy, and the Coast Guard they get habanero. You know, because they're sweeter than you thought it was going to be, with a little bitty kick.
yeah. Just a little bit.
That kick is get out of your sub.
yeah,
for real.
You know, they're like, man, this is really sweet. Then it's like, oh shit, they got some fire. Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Oops. Oh, my bad.
You know, it'd be cool, but I think it's trademarked if I change my labels and I put a branch logo on each one.
Oh, it's definitely a trademark.
Oh,
yeah.
Because so there was a racing organization out of Louisiana called Uncle Sam's Misguided Children.
And they got hammered.
And they got hammered by the Marine Corps, got a cease and desist because they weren't using the actual Eagle, Globe, and Anchor or anything like that.
What were they using?
USMC.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
And they got a cease and desist, even though they're literally a better known company that puts veterans in race cars for, for therapy. Like Marines, like, no, you can't use that, bro. Sorry. Like,
well,
really?
Literally, I will tell you this. I know exactly probably who that was. It was an officer. And I actually heard a story about, it was from World War II. And it was a British officer, a naval officer. And he goes, yeah, I came into work. I was a brand new, ensign. And my quarterdeck master was 5 minutes late. So I thought he was testing me because, I'm new and seeing what he can get away with. So I arrested him, because that's Navy. That's all. He goes, so I arrested him. And he goes, so he went through the whole rigmarole. And he goes, and then I got pulled off by the side by my boss, and my boss goes, you weren't wrong, but you weren't right either.
You're going to pay for this for the rest of your career.
No, you're going to pay for this for the rest of your career and the rest of this cruise where you're on this boat or ship.
With all these people.
All these guys who are going to now.
Who are loyal to this chief. You're done for, bro.
Yeah, loyal to this chief that you just arrested for being 5 minutes late because you didn't even, ask him why he was 5 minutes late to the he was a supply chief, so they were 5 minutes late to the freaking ship store.
Supply? You don't fuck with supply in any branch.
That's why his boss goes, you weren't wrong, but you definitely were not right.
Right, bro.
Yeah. No, we had deals, like Motorpool had deals with supply and with the cooks. It's like, we'll take care of your vehicles and you take care of us,
Dude, every deployment, I had friends in the chow hall, supply, and CE. For me, because CE, for depot, we had to have a lot of equipment and whatnot, moving giant parts or cranes and stuff like that. So always make friends with CE. Supply, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Chow hall, definitely no-brainer. And yes, it was Air Force, but when it was like steak and lobster, and Michael knows, and a lot of guys in the Navy and other branches know, when you got steak and lobster, that means some shit was about to happen.
It was
bad. The next couple of days were going to be horrible. Well, in the Air Force, that was just called Tuesday. But anyway,
lunch.
But my buddies would tell me like, "Hey, bro, tomorrow come to the chow hall early and get dinner." I'm like, why? He goes, we're having steak. He goes, you don't want steak 30 minutes in, an hour in. He goes, you want to get there early.
Put it in a freaking pan with freaking onion packet to keep it moist.
Or when I was able, when the ground was 180 degrees and you're on a flight line on a gray jet.
Yeah,
my camel pack was always frozen with cold, fresh water because my buddy at the chow hall, like, hey man, I'll take your pack and put it in here. And he had a bunch of camel packs with people's names on it, his buddies. And he like, you come up in the morning, get your breakfast, get your camel back, slide that baby in.
Cool all day. Cool.
Oh yeah, like talking about steaks, like the motor pool, we had a deal with the cooks, and so like everybody else had to go through the chow hall, and we would be out in the back by like right where the grills were. Like as soon as they pull it off, it'd go on to our freaking
So Sarah, in the Navy, that's true. In the Air Force, they made finance pretty much like pointless for us because we did our own shit online. Now, there was a point in time when I first joined, finance, like literally live and die travel voucher finance, but they literally got to the point where we used to just submit our own travel vouchers online.
Yep.
Like,
DTS.
DTS. They took that power, but I do know what you're talking about because when my dad was in Navy, one of his best friends was a supply chief, finance chief. And he talked about traveling with briefcases of money back in his day.
Cricket's popping off with you don't want to piss off MPs. It's like if out in the field I didn't have any contact with MPs, and when I'm on garrison, I'm walking. MPs.
Yeah,
I always made deals with MPs. It's like, look, I'll take care of your freaking Humvees. Don't fuck with me. And they're like, okay.
Yeah, pretty much a ship from what I've seen, my limited time on my Tiger cruises. When I watch like those lockup shows on Netflix, it reminds me of Navy ships.
Funny.
He's like, "What's going on, dog? We're about to have a riot. What's going on? The boiler room rioting."
Gotta check.
Mike got a check. He said Continental Navy.
I remember. I honestly remember Mike getting a check, and you'd have to like walk up, report to the pay officer, do that whole deal, and they'd ask if you wanted to buy bonds, and it's like, what's a bond? Do
you want Continental dollars or Union dollars?
You mean Confederate or Union? Yeah.
I want gold. I want gold doubloons
from
the Spanish.
Oh man.
Oh, love it.
So many different specialties in the services. Obviously, we can agree with some we could not operate without. I can tell you this much, that the Air Force Finance Service is still operating off of software that was authored in the mid-90s. And so if they overpaid you, they could not accept cash, check, or credit payment. They would literally have to take it out of your paycheck.
Yeah.
Ask me how I know.
Yeah.
Because they're like, no, we can't do that. And like, I literally went back to the squadron and got my chief and shirt and went up, and they talked to the chief and shirt of the finance squad, whatever it was. And they're like, yeah, we're just literally not able to do that. It will not allow us.
Yeah.
And they like why?
It'd have been cheaper for you to go to Langley and drop.
Yeah. They're like, why? He's like, there's no option to do it because the software was written in the mid-90s.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's not that you don't want to do it. It's just you actually can't do it.
Yeah.
It's like, look, we don't have a, F13 button on our computer.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, all right, I'll give you a pass on that one.
Yeah.
No, but they were like, your airmen should manage their money better and blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, I'm going to manage money. I'm fine. Just saying, like, I'd rather just get this debt taken care of and done. No,
I still remember
we can't do that.
The meeting at Ellsworth when the commander had the chain of destruction. Like, you guys are all a part of the chain of the command fund. You guys are all a part of the chain of destruction, and all the maintainers, everyone on the flight line looking at each other like, yeah, that shit
like,
stops at the flight line.
Like,
if your job can be substituted by
an
app or McDonald's, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, you have that job. I'm sorry you got that job. You're gonna put it this way: you have more useful skills than a weapons troop in the outside world.
Oh, that's true. You're gonna have more useful skills and less and more ability to use your body.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, we might have made fun of them, but they were making fun of us as we're in hover rounds and they're actually walking at 55 years old.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like waving and not going, oh, that hurt.
But you can't claim a paper cut on disability.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I know it. I don't. I've seen it. Scar deformity, 10% bilateral.
Right here, scar from a ganglion cyst I got from overuse.
Yep.
That, but actually worked. So
yeah. We won't get into that, but everyone went through basic and did their stint, no matter what job they did. You guys were. Oh, I need to say it with a straight face. We loved everyone.
I need to say it without laughing. Well, I do want to get back. Sarah did have a question right before you did your promo, and she's asking if everybody got boxes or anything like that. So my wife got me this. I mean, this is literally just a coin board. It's got slots cut out in it.
Oh, nice.
So our store.
She was. Me. Mine's all in.
Yeah.
I don't have a box. Mine are in a Blanton's bag right now because I'm waiting. I'm waiting to get. They're not in this personal bag, but I want to get something special that I can display them on both sides because my coins have a lot of them have a lot of cool stuff on either side. Like I have one of them that's an ammo coin that says, "If at first you don't succeed, nuke them till they glow." Stuff like that, and other non. things I can't say on live.
You know why you nuke them till they glow, so you can hunt them in the dark.
Yeah. And then I actually just 3D printed a coin holder.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually took it to work. Hold on a second. Let me get you guys back.
How many coins does it hold?
Probably a dozen, 15, something like that.
So you did like a bigger one.
Nice.
Ooh, dude, I just had an idea. You know what'd be cool?
Yeah. What is this?
You know what would be cool? Can you go? You can go up, can't you? How tall can you go?
375 millimeters, like pretty tall.
You know it'd be cool if you did a base like that, but then you did a swirl and held the coins and they went up sequentially to your highest ranked coin.
Ooh.
There's many. I've done a few. So, actually, see that big
halo? you can like put an insert on that.
See that big halo up there?
Yeah, that's
how tall my printer is.
So you can.
So you can basically have that one and just pull it up.
And no, don't pull it up. Like you machine this, cut a hole in the back where you can slide an insert, rectangular insert for that. Have it come out the back and kind of wind up, and have notches as it goes up to hold a coin.
There's a few different designs that could be used for that, but I'm not sure how.
That would be cool.
It could be.
I still think Webb needs to print out one of them Mayan death whistle things.
No, he needs to print out a bunch of mini penises we can put on people's valve stems.
I've already.
That's evil but funny because most people don't look at those.
I know.
Let's see. Here's a vase that I just did. Somebody else's design, but it was pretty cool. Let me drop that. Share.
I wonder if there was a 3D code to make one. Ooh, fancy. What's the red?
That's just unsupported surfaces.
Unsupported material.
Yeah, that's the software kind of recognizes that, and it's like, oh, what's this? You might need support, and I'm like, nah, we're good.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
You can opt out of adding a support.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's pretty.
I might have to get offline. See, now what's the temp ratio? Can they take a Bic lighter for say 10 to 20 seconds?
No.
You're not making a bong, Dave.
This is polylactic acid plastic, so I mean it's thermoformed, but yeah, it's there's a whole Facebook page and website for all that.
No,
stuff.
Sarah. I mean, so taking it off that base. So if you imagine like what you see in like the cartoons when like the guys take water and make it swirl up. So if you had how the Iceman guy from X-Men makes his little sled or Frozone, and you actually had a swirled like pattern, flat or whatever, and swirling up like a pathway. And on each section on the pathway, you had a coin slot, and it would be held where you could see the front and back of the coin if you were on the other side, but it swirled up and they were on just the top. Swirl up, and at the very top there's just the most, Webb can probably see what I'm saying in the head.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like a Hot Wheels track.
You would
like
do
like Mike said, an inverted tornado where the big part's down here and it's
and you don't even have to taper it. You could just make it go up.
yeah.
There's no need to taper, but since you have that limited space, you could just make it go wider so it goes around, like a spring, a coil.
You'd have to kind of
you'd have a lot of
sketch her out.
Yeah, you'd have a lot of support. It'll look like a coilover.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, like a coilover, but flat.
Here's one thing I'll have to do next.
Oh, nice. I like skulls already.
What is that? A drinking goblet?
It's a bowl. You could eat cereal out of it if you really wanted to. You
From the skulls of our enemies.
Yeah, it's 9 skulls conjoined, basically.
That's a really fucked up template.
Kind of cool though, right?
Yeah.
Just saying. Oh, there's completely. I could do a life size skull on this.
Yeah, I'm not into skulls, but
too bad.
That'd be cool if you made it gears. Maybe had a great turkey day. Getting some sleepy time now. All right, Rusty, you have a good turkey day. Make sure you keep that boy in line.
We'll see you tomorrow night.
He gets full of that turkey. He gets a little bit unsettled. Strawberry ice cream bowl. Oh, yeah. Jade with the strawberry ice cream. Looks like brains. Eat Jello out of it. Dude, you'd freak out your neighbors, Dave. Just walk down the street eating like Jello out of that.
My neighbors don't get freaked out at me anymore, bro. I've been here like 10 years. They're like, it's just him. It's the crazy. I'm the crazy vet on the block.
John, he doesn't do metallic. Does it do metallic? I don't think it does.
Oh, yeah, it does. I have
your machine.
It's all in the filament. So the coin holder I did was silver metallic. I have a copper silk in it right now.
Oh, no.
So it's all about the materials and your application. You can also get nylon impregnated with carbon fiber. So yeah, there's a whole host of different things you can do. Let me look at my collection.
If you made it thick enough, John, you wouldn't have to support it. It depends on the material you use. If you made it thick enough and support, like you made the supports internal, so instead of like around, you made it a rectangle box going up, so you had structural walls and going up.
Literally what you do.
Yeah. Structural walls and going up, and you just take that pattern and you would bring it up and put that flow path into your program, and Bob's your uncle.
So I can give me just 1 second and I'll show you.
That is one of the hardest things when we went to school is thread path on the machine, like actually building threads and springs was one of the, but once you get through, like once you do it, it's just like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's hard for you? I'm sorry.
Well, everyone has to learn their freaking Captain Wizard.
I know. Well, this is a small cable bracket that hangs off the end of my desk, but you can see as I pull it up, you see all that support layer in there.
Yeah.
This is what it builds, an internal structure.
Yeah,
and
so
this
you'll
is
have
layer
all that
by,
on the inside.
Yeah, layer by layer building it up, and this is only 15% infill. You can do up to 100%, which is completely solid. But,
yeah, wasted material sometimes.
It depends on the application.
Yeah, it depends on what you're using it for.
A few things that work. They're actually modular devices to slip into a collet for shot peening. You got to put a whole cylinder in them, and they have to be 100% solid, because if you start shooting little metal balls at them, they start eroding and open up, and those big pieces of plastic clog up the shot peening machine. So they got to be 100% solid. But yeah, this simple bracket, just a little bit of geometry, and then of course I'm throwing it through this CAM program and additive manufacturing. But that's what
you see what John said?
Do not.
Oh, nice.
Oh, buddy, I am working on it. Trust me.
Because that's what they do for some of those blades.
Oh, trust me. I know. I've gone through all the FAA reports. 3D printed titanium fan blades that do 3D printed Inconel and titanium fuel nozzles for
Oh, yeah.
aircraft. So we literally build general aviation engines, and we have quite a few things.
I remember seeing my first blade that was 3D printed. And I'm looking at it like it was good, but it just looked a little bit different because I was used to looking at like the mold. You can tell, and I'm like, this doesn't have any. But if you look at it, you can kind of see. You can
it's a
kind
little
of see
fuzzy,
it.
and it's getting better. I mean, with the fiber lasers and selective laser centering and stuff like that. But we have intake tubes right now that we do like 4 or 5 different operations. They come in as a cast structure, drill holes, plane the face and all this stuff. And I'm like, you could print these in a powder bed laser centering system and have 1 operation afterwards, and you'd be done instead of 5 operations.
Man,
and my director's like, "Oh, really?
Yep.
How much does that machine cost?" I was like, "Well, the basic one's only 18 grand." He's like, 18 grand, that's it? I was, yeah, that's it. Well, you got to think the machine that they're doing 5 operations, 2 different machines for 5 operations, 2 in one, 3 in the other. One of them's 250 grand. The other one's like 150
that's what I'm saying.
Grand.
You said the basic for 18, like the max is probably triple that, and you can sell 2 of their machines just to pay for.
So, like I said, we're all about modernization, and but this is why I'm getting deep into this stuff. This is why I got my own printer. I love 3D modeling. I love drawing stuff. I love
they are actually the company here in Rapid. It's called B9 Innovations. They are right now the only company 3D printer that can make medical devices that's authorized right now. I'm sure there's a couple other companies coming at them, but right now,
did you ask them about that and they told you that?
No,
they're definitely not the only ones in the States that are authorized for medical devices.
Webb, could you let me talk, please, Mr. Know-It-All?
I will, but you're talking about my field. So
it was also my field. I went to school for engineering and drafting. We talked to the owner of the company, B9 Innovations, B9, the robot for Lost in Space, because somehow he has the contract for that, so he named his company after it. So whenever I graduated, he came to talk to us, and he showed us a model. And at the time, they did because they started doing rings and jewelry, like really intricate jewelry, and remodeling like the crown jewels. So when they would go and if they had to repair the crown jewels, they literally map the crown jewels and can get them like a perfect replica of the facets and everything. And so they went from crown jewels to doing actually devices to go inside the body. And they got whatever the medical company is that license that or whatever, but theirs were because the intricacy of that device and the material that they used, they were like the first 3D printer that they authorized for medical devices to go into the body. And you can look it up. B9 Innovations.
No, I'm just asking, what year was that?
When did I graduate?
And I'm not like questioning you. I'm just asking because quite a few years ago,
I graduated what? I retired in 15, 16. So 19, probably 18, 19.
Okay, it's roundabout the same. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So, and then a buddy of mine, he bought one of their machines, and their big ones that the one you had to do the medical stuff was pretty large. Well, one of my buddies that owns a gun store here bought one, and that thing, he printed something that I've never thought could be printed. Like, I was just like, wow, the intricacy of this device, this thing he made. I was just like, down to the serial number and the grooves that looked like it was embedded. I was like, that is badass. I don't know what joint it was, but he pulled some shit off the internet, and it was like, I think shoulder or hip, ball joint shit. But I don't know. I'm not an anatomy guy, but that was pretty badass.
The big things in those are material composition because so they're inert for the body, and that's
Yep.
why it's, titanium. It's inert. Body doesn't reject it or anything like that, or a certain level of stainless. So,
no, John.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. Where's my videos?
they've already been doing this, Sarah. Yeah, insoles and stuff like that. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, they do make
3D
insoles.
I mean, the expensive insoles, they are 3D scanned and custom printed out of a custom filament that's a cross between
So Sarah,
nylon.
Apparently, Sarah doesn't know people that do that because she's been having some issues like that with
Sarah,
her
do you have any
orthotics and stuff.
Do you have any shops around your house? Like we have one in Rapid called the Runner Shop. Do you have any shops like that? Like any place that specializes in running shoes?
Yeah.
Because I know, and this is just Rapid City.
Yeah.
The Runner Shop here actually has a foot mapper.
Yeah.
And they can you stand on the scanner, and they have you stand a certain way, and you can go to those shops and you can get insoles made. Actually, we had a couple people from base have to go there because they had a prescription, and that's the only place that was able to get them made. And this was years ago, so I don't know what they got now. They probably have a machine in house.
Yeah,
now
they could very, very sure. Like, so this machine is meant for just a couple different plastics and stuff like that. There's other ones that specialize in a different polymers and stuff like that. So yeah, like Felix said, go check them out. If the VA is not giving you the right coverage that you need, I mean, after you visit your podiatrist, if you can visit an off-base podiatrist or a non-military podiatrist, and they've been doing that actually for quite a few years.
And they do have it where now if you find help off base, you can call the VA and tell them, because I did for massage and chiropractic. I found someone in town and I called them up. I'm like, hey, I already have one. And they're like, oh, cool. We'll get your referral. Now, mind you, it's the holidays, so no one's calling me back right now.
Yeah.
But I already got that authorized, to do, especially if they don't have it. And you might be the front runner to get people, to them.
Yep.
Because they can get.
That's a big thing. It's
opening the door.
Exactly. You don't know what you're doing if you don't do it for other people, and it's like I always say, you got to hold the VA's feet to the fire because that's their job.
Sometimes they got to be reminded of that.
Exactly.
So does your machine your machine have like metal in the fibers or in the filament?
So that's let's just put it this way. This is a fused filament design, which it has a heated nozzle, basically.
Okay.
So with this type of design, this is a basic 3D printer. This is a Delta style or whatever it is. But I can do ABS, PETG, PLA. There's certain types of plastic. They have stuff that is embedded with wood, maple, hardwood, all this stuff. So it smells like wood when you're printing it. They have nylon. It's a 75.
So is that something like the wood stuff? So if you built like that vase out of wood, would it be porous to water?
Depends on your print path and stuff like that. It shouldn't be that porous to water.
I was just thinking because that could be something that people use for like planting. I don't know.
Oh yeah. I've seen that before. Like there's people that are. Oh, I forget where I saw it today. They have a orange juice cart, right? Mm-hmm. It has literally a crazy spiral umbrella that's literally a path for oranges, and they take it through a machine and they squeeze your fresh orange juice. Then they take the peels and they set them out and let them dry. They grind them up and they use them to 3D print cups to serve orange juice in.
Whoa,
that's sustainable. And then they recycle the cup and do it over again.
That's deep. That's freaking deep.
This is the type of stuff that's got me really, 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 really involved with additive manufacturing. So now they're talking about taking, all the turnings and chips and stuff like that from machining, right?
Yep.
Well, for metal 3D printing, you have to have a very nice spheroid shaped, certain grade type of powder. You know what I mean? It can't be irregular or it'll clog up or it
Can't
won't
just be
stack up
ground
right.
up metal.
Yeah. So what this company is doing is taking those turnings and stuff like that, washing them, sorting them, grinding them to a certain powder, and then they literally spray it through a certain plasma reactor, which spheroid like melts it instantaneously, puts it into a small sphere,
and cools it
and to a certain size, and boom, there you got your 3D printing material again. So, and also 3D printing metal, you're usually 35% lighter on the product. You use like 45% less metal.
Yeah.
So all this stuff is awesome for the environment. It's awesome for recycling. That's why I'm like so hardcore with it right now. Like, yes, let's go.
Get her done.
Dude, it's really cool. It's really stinking cool.
Yeah, there's a guy who started coming to their vendor shows. He does 3D printed stuff. He needs to start finishing his stuff that he wants to sell. I don't really, he's not in my lane, but I kind of see like he makes the, Stormtrooper helmets and the Mandalorian helmets and like little baby Yodas. But he just, instead of like sanding it, putting the Bondo, resin jelly on it to make it smooth and nice, he just like paints it as is. So, and I don't know what printer he uses, but you can definitely see the line work,
the layers and stuff.
The layers are the only ones he does that I see that are really cool. He does a lot of can koozies that are like a football missile, and you can put your can in it or a grenade. Those, and I'm thinking because he got the program from somebody that already has everything in it, and the ones that he just, I think it's where he gets his programs. But like the helmets, I even saw I was like, dude, I'm a Star Wars nerd. I'd love to have a Mandalorian helmet. I even thought there's a young lady who builds her own Iron Man suits.
I saw that
on TikTok, and I want to build a War Machine silver and flat green Iron Man suit, War Machine suit, and go to the children's hospital.
Nice.
Like on my bike with the freaking Iron Man suit. Just
nice,
and go to the children's hospital, walk in there, with the retro War Machine with the big white star on it, painted green like Army. And, I was like, man, that'd be badass. For one, I'd get me an Iron Man suit, make me a bunch of kids happy, make my heart feel good, give me some credit in the go to hell bank, maybe move myself out of the floor seats into the box office.
Right.
Again, like it's nuts because as far as my career field and a little bit with Felix's, this is not an emerging technology anymore. It's been a technology for a while, but they're literally just starting to come up with a lot of these applications, and a lot of this technology is maturing.
Aluminum powder, Mike? You mean magnesium?
No, aluminum can pop too. Aluminum is part of thermite.
Yeah,
aluminum powder is part of thermite.
I mean, for us, it was magnesium, or dealing with, sanding of aluminum. We never really worried about that. Magnesium, yes.
Titanium and magnesium are both reactive metals. Aluminum, also in certain concentrations, you can get a little crazy. But all this selective laser sintering technologies and these powder bed technologies, they're coming up with amazing things. So. Black Widow.
we'd be the wish.com Black Widow and freaking War Machine.
These 3D printed suits ain't got no protection, right? So I mean,
no, straight up. The only one that I saw that did was this one dude, this one black guy. He's getting his made, and he actually is doing his, and his is lined on the inside with Kevlar.
Oh, nice.
But he's literally like doing like the videos I watched. He might as well be Tony Stark in the Marvel movies.
He's doing Kevlar, like fabric layup, like fiberglass and all that stuff inside of a 3D printed stuff.
Inside of 3D printed. Yeah, inside a 3D printed shell, and he's doing a level of carbon on the outside.
Yeah.
So the thing is, so when he paints it, but he's also like in there making circuitry for his fins to move and his lights, and like it's morphed to his body. And I'm like, But I already know I couldn't afford it because there was a young lady who keeps getting asked, and she straight up told, she was like, look, it would take me 4 months minimum straight to make you a custom suit, you know, and that's just getting your, you know, dimensions and getting the suit made. That's not finish work, painting, electronics.
Minimum 50 grand.
Yeah, she
Minimum
goes
50 grand.
minimum
Yeah.
50 grand for the suit.
You gotta be.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
You know, because I'm not gonna lie, I want a war machine and I want a 111. I want a John 111 suit or 117. Master Chief.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you see the live action movie is going to come out?
It's a TV show on Paramount Plus. And
Is
I
it?
hate it.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's
Fucking,
right.
I don't want to buy Paramount Plus.
But you're going to now.
Pirate it. I'm not gonna pirate it. Burn it. It's just stupid. I even hate. I'm not an Xbox fan, but man, I'm a big Halo fan.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I read a lot of the books, even when the stuff that doesn't deal with the Spartans. Like
I just killed millions of people on it. That's all I did. I just played the crap out of it.
Yeah,
So.
I read the books, and the books are actually well written because they talk about, you know, just a bunch of different aspects of society and
Crazy backstory.
Crazy backstory of all the Spartans and John, and you know, so
I'll not a side tangent or anything like this, but we're talking about 3D printing and all this. See all the stuff we just tangented off of this. Like this is the type of things that veterans need to get involved with. This emerging technology. You know what I mean? This is absolutely insane how fast it's growing. And I talked to another guy that was Mel's Technology and is now in the industry with me as well. He's a tool salesman for Kyocera SGS Tools, which is a CNC tool place. And he's very deep into the machining world. And we had a kind of a small debate last night about how, so when you think about regular machining, you put a big block in a machine and you take a drill or an end mill, as we call it, and you carve it down, right? So it's a lot of waste. So you're taking all those chips and throwing them away and blah, blah, blah. Big block for a small little piece. Well, with additive manufacturing or 3D printing, you're adding to that. So you start off and you only build what you need. You're not taking away from anything. You're just building what you need, right? There's also hybrid manufacturing where you add up to a certain shape, then you can mill it down as you need to do that as well. So it's nuts, man. It's another thing. It's like I said, entrepreneurship, hobbies, and interests that you can really get into as a veteran here, depending on your skill set. Depending on, I mean, ASTM has got certificates you can get. You got to pay for them, and GI Bill may pay for them. I'm investigating that right now because if I can get some of that on my resume, I could be an independent consultant and all this stuff. So look in every avenue of everything you've ever done that you have a skill in for any kind of certificate program, any kind of continuing education credits, anything in a related atmosphere that
Sarah,
you
can call the police.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
911.
Anytime you have a car incident, call the police.
She's on it. Stay in your car, call the police.
Yeah, get on the phone.
Let one of us know. Let Jade know what the result is. Glad you're okay.
Yeah. Stay in your car, call the police.
Yep.
Holy crap.
Well, it's
sorry, Sarah. Man. All right. It's 10:01. We'll start doing outros.
All right, guys. I'll roll through it. Well, because I'm the one that has to roll because I still have another couple hours of work before I get to lay my head down. Like everyone says, I won't steal your thunder, Dave, but you have avenues and help. You know, guys, I've drank the Kool-Aid, Sacred Mountain. It's something. Today at that event I was at, I had cards on. My cards were on the table in front of my products. On my card rack was a card for Sacred Mountain. I got your 6 program. Folks, It's no bullshit. They pay your way to get there. All you got to do is get to the airport. Think about the excuses when someone says, why haven't you gone? Why haven't you done this? And let's make those excuses, like, let's fix the issue. You know, I've talked to people and they're like, well, I got a cat. I'm like, it's a cat. Give it a pound of food a day in a bag. It won't kill itself.
you're
It'd be
good.
fine. You're
You're
good. You know, but seriously, there's no excuse for you not being here. Like the excuses that people give aren't worth your life. At the end of the day, they're not. So you got to look deep down inside. It's going to take some hem hawing. I've had some friends go through. They did the same thing I did. Hell, I hem hawed. I wasn't like, I'm going. Woohoo. Every week I was like, I ain't going. I'm going. I ain't going. I'm going. And I just, you know, and I know I was going to go kind of, but it was one of those things. And I went, and it was the best thing for my life. And I'm not saying it's the perfect fit for everybody, but try something other than what you've been doing. Because a lot of us, what we're doing is not working. We're not getting help. We're just maintaining, and maintaining is not enough. So that's my spiel, guys. Love you all. Hope you have a good night. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, sir. Dave?
Yeah, and sheesh. Like I always say every week, reach out. But if you reach out and somebody doesn't answer, keep reaching out, because that person might be reaching out. So you got to find somebody that fits with you, you know. A lot of times people butt heads just because of personalities, and that doesn't mean that they can't help you. That just means you guys are different. So just keep reaching out, you know, don't stop. Thank you.
Rock on. All right. So I was thinking, unfortunately for you guys, I was thinking earlier. I wrote a couple things down. Just things that are kind of bugging me that I've been seeing in the veteran community lately. It actually really kind of pissed me off, man. And I'm going to say it, as a class of people, veterans, right? What are we?
We're citizen soldiers and sailors and airmen.
Okay. Decent definition, but like, well, what are we? What are we after we get out?
Civilians.
People with knowledge that most people don't have.
Like someone asked me today, he was like, oh, you're a veteran. What'd you retire as? I said, a civilian. That's exactly what I told him. I said, what does it matter if I left the chief or an airman? I'm retired. I got my blue card. I'm out. It doesn't matter to me anymore. I'm a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's my thing. Do you wear is a veteran your identity?
Oh, me and Felix had this talk. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's pretty weird, because like, I don't know why. It is being a veteran your identity though?
Yeah. Does being a veteran define you, or being you define you? It's a part, but not all.
Well, I'm asking you two individually in the comments. Like, do you walk up and like, good morning, I'm a veteran?
Nope.
Okay.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Is it a hobby? Is it a hobby for you to be a veteran?
Nope. It was just a choice for me, buddy.
Yeah, nope.
Okay. Yeah, no, like I said, these are just questions,
but,
you know. It's not your identity, and it's not your hobby, right? It's something you became after making the decision.
Yes, sir.
So what you decide to do with your status, right?
Yep.
Is up to you.
Yes, sir.
You know, do you latch on to it?
No. Nope.
And why would you do you have any reason would you latch on to it? You know what I mean? Obviously, you know, Veterans Day, bro, all the free meals, hell yeah, I'm a veteran. You know, Chili's, bro, what's up?
For Veterans Day, I actually stay home because in my mind, it's a different reason, but I know that there's people that can't always go out and treat their families. So on Veterans Day, I don't need it. For one, I don't like the crowds.
Seriously.
But there's people out there that, just like the VA, you know, when people talk about, I don't want to get my whatever, that's a little bit different. But when it comes to Veterans Day, that's something that the civilian world is giving us as veterans, and I don't need it. Thank you for my service. It's my new thing is it's an honor, because that's the best thing I can say to not feel weird. And I know there's people out there that benefit from that, because they get to take their family and their wife and their kids out and feel normal. And I let them have that. I don't need it.
And Felix, bro, if you got to roll, that's cool. It's
Yeah.
not going to take me long to get through this.
All
But
right.
you gone?
Yeah, I got to roll.
We love you, brother.
Love you, man.
We'll see you next week. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Kiss all the
Thanksgiving.
family for us. Happy
Yes.
Thanksgiving to everybody here. Me and Dave
Yep.
will still be on for just a second. I'm going to get through this little spiel I got.
Alrighty.
But, Felix, take it easy, brother. Give me a call. So, I think my biggest gripe right now in the veteran community, and given I'm nobody. I'm a veteran. I'm online. I got 6 people watching me and Dave right now.
Yeah.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. But I do get bombarded with stuff like every single day. Of course, we have the Wounded Warrior Project and all these other organizations and blah, 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 just throwing it in everyone's face. Oh, veterans. Absolutely. Respect your veterans. We are the 1% of the 1% that was eligible to even serve. We did our duty no matter how long you did, unless you didn't make it out of boot camp. Sorry, I don't count you. I'm sorry. You weren't a veteran. Kiss my ass. I don't care. Being a veteran should give you a boost in life, but should not be your identity, right?
Right.
You should take the lessons you learned in your service and prosper, right? You shouldn't use it. It's like, you shouldn't betray the veteran community as being weak, or yourself for being weak, for that matter. You know what I mean? I see a lot of different people, promoting awareness and stuff and even we promote awareness, and it's fine. But I hate sometimes that it comes across as that, and when someone sees that you are a veteran, that you're automatically damaged or weak.
Right. Exactly.
Or just hurt and, need help of some type. Yes, there are absolutely examples of that everywhere. But I think the narrative of this has gone a little too far for me, for my taste. This is my personal opinions. This does not reflect Veterans Anonymous it can respect or reflect Scramm Jett. Sorry, it's my show, but you know what I mean? Cheers, Dave.
You do you, boo boo.
It is what it is. I just see a lot of this like day to day. It says like, oh my God, I'm a veteran. Oh my God, I'm okay.
I get what you're saying, and it's that like weird line. It's like, because some veterans are that fucking vet bro, and some vets are like me and you. Like, I knew a guy like 9 months before he found out I was a veteran, because I'm like you. I don't really like, hi, I'm Dave, I'm a vet.
Yeah. No, I don't wear a veteran hat. I don't have I do have a DV Air Force tag on my car because it was literally cheaper than a regular tag.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I have a veteran hat and I wear it now and then. I got a vest with my unit patches on it that I wear now and then, certain days, But yeah, I don't identify. That's not, I'm not sitting on the couch like, I remember when, no.
Yeah, that's actually a very good term, Jay.
Yeah, veterans. Yeah, exactly, Jay. Yeah,
you know what I mean. And so my thing is that being a veteran is not a disability. It is not an automatic badge of honor. It is not an automatic sympathy card. It is not a get out of jail free card. It is nothing but what you make of it. And from what I see certain people making of it, I'm a little pissed off about. You know what I mean?
Oh, bro, I've said it before. We had dirt bags we all served with dirt bags.
Yeah.
And just because they get out and they become a veteran doesn't mean they're not still a dirt bag.
Yeah. Good point, Sarah. Yeah. So just a few more points. I think if you're a veteran in your newly civilian life or however long you've been out, you need to use that veteran status as a pillar of strength, not a foundation for your life. You know what I mean? This is not all that makes you up. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be riding on the coattails of some service that you got out after 4 years or 6 years or something like that, or even retired. Bro, you put your 20 years in, they are paying you
Yeah.
Go along with your life. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Obviously, if they owe you for disability, you ride the VA's ass until you get what you deserved, for sure. And you fall on their doorstep, you knock on their door, you bang the door of your congressman, senator, whatever you need to do until you get what you deserve. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Damn it. Biggest thing I see. People are like, oh, I did 4 years, man. I'm going to get out. I'm going to have 100% because I twisted my ankle during a game of flag football.
Yeah.
Bro, screw you. Bye. You know what I mean? Not that you weren't exemplary in your service in your 4 years and all this stuff, but if that's all you're in for it for, and I can't say I was in it for all patriotic reasons, man. Yeah, you got to be in it for yourself a little bit, you know, to gain those skills, to gain those supervisory skills, admin skills, your job skills, whatever you're doing. It is what it is. Again, use your veterans status as a pillar of strength, not a foundation for your life, for sure. And if that is all, if you're using it as a foundation for your life, you know, you need to seek some guidance, right? Because you were strong enough to make it through basic, all your assignments, all your tours and everything like that. But now that you're out, you can't do anything but revert back to, oh, I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran, bro. So I don't get it. There may be certain situations. Obviously, I empathize. I can't sympathize because I don't know. But this is just my observations. So that strength that got you through your assignments, basic, all your tours, whatever it was, use that to lift yourself up. Don't use it as a crutch anytime you need it and then toss it away when you don't.
Right.
That's my biggest thing. Stop exploiting your veteran experience. That's not what makes you you.
Yeah.
Whatsoever. Not what makes you you. So, sorry for my long spiel.
It happens.
I just had some thoughts, and like you said, you and Felix were talking about this. It just popped up in my head, like, you know, be a bro vet. Go ahead, that's fine.
Yeah.
Don't let that identify you. You know what I mean? I will always support other vets for sure if it's in the process of getting what they are owed as far as disability or help from the VA or anything like that, because we do put our lives and bodies on the line and we beat ourselves up day in, day out. We're on duty 24 hours a day at a beck and call, and I've been called in all hours of the morning into all situations, whether it's in a war zone or the continental United States. I understand, and we have beat ourselves to death. You know, if you deserve disability and you got some true injuries, absolutely chase it. But if you are a malingerer or anything like that, and you know who you are, you definitely know who you are. You might not admit to it. You'll do it internally, but not to anybody else. Kiss my ass is all I got to say.
And on that note, thank you for tuning in to Scramm, Jett.
Thank you. Yes. Dave, you didn't even get a cue for that. So Sarah Bonner, absolutely. I'm gonna roll a bunch of your stuff during our closing credits. Absolutely good points for sure. For sure. We love you guys very much. 10:15. Yeah, I just don't really care anymore. Kind of pissy in the last few weeks, and I don't know. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Love you guys. We out.
Thanks.